The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation confirms a kidnapped Tennessee teen was not spotted in Kearney, Nebraska. Overnight, the Kearney Police Department posted these surveillance photos to their Facebook page, saying 15-year-old Elizabeth Thomas and her alleged kidnapper and former teacher Tad Cummins may have been spotted at a McDonald's in town. The TBI says they can confirm the people in those pictures are not Thomas and Cummins. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says the only confirmed sighting of the pair was in Oklahoma City. This Walmart surveillance footage was taken on March 15th, just 2 days after Tad Cummins and Elizabeth Thomas were first reported missing. Investigators say it looks like Cummins darkened his beard, covering up the gray, and Elizabeth's hair also appears to have been dyed.